going to keep things moving here on Radio Boss. We've got another, as a matter of fact, WWE superstar in the building. Of course, we talked with Jey Uso last week. And you talk about keeping it in the family. Well, that's what we're sort of doing in a way here, right? Nia Jax, known as the Irresistible Force, one-time Raw Women's Champion, two-time WWE Women's Tag Team Champion, joining us here on the program. Look, she's come back. She's absolutely wrecking shop in the WWE, dominating once again as she did previous. Nia, we appreciate the time. Welcome to the program.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Absolutely. Look, Monday, you know, Liv Morgan comes in, messes things all up. You were dominating the man, Becky Lynch. And then she just comes in and just, kind of ruins it. But I guess at the same time, you exacted revenge on her as well.
Listen, I understand she has some sort of revenge tour going on because Rhea put her out for months, but I feel as though that has nothing to do with me. You know, I just do what I do. I believe I should be the champion. Everybody who's in my past definitely is going to get some of my squashing techniques. And, you know, she happens to be in the path. So I thought she probably saw how well it was going with me and Becky and then want to interrupt because she needs to, put herself in the picture. But she needs to watch out because I'm going to have a little bit of my revenge tour too.
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't really, you're not really, look, Liv Morgan's a former champion, right? No, yes. I'm not trying to disrespect, she's a former champion, but yes. You've got your sights set on something bigger right now.
Yeah. Liv, she took some time off, and while she was gone, I've been dominating, kicking butt, so she's not used to that. It's been a little bit. So now I just have to give her a little bit of a refresher, let her know that she still needs to sit back a little bit and wait her turn.
And no doubt about it. That's Nia Jax. She joins us here on the program. As a matter of fact, WWE Raw is going to be right here in Raleigh on Monday, March the 18th. We look forward to that. In the meantime, you can check her out each and every week, Monday, 8 p.m., 7 Central on USA on Raw. So what has it been? I mean, again, you're dominating since coming back in September. What's it been? How does it feel to be back?
It feels great. I feel like I came back with a different perspective on everything. I'm more focused. I have more of a drive, a different kind of goal than before. And I feel as though I'm surprising people with what I can do, which I've always been able to do. But now this time around, I've just been making sure that I get my point across a little bit quicker than just taking my time. Before I was a little bit more methodical. I think now it's more get to the point, get these girls knowing where their place is. But I'm having a great time.
You're having a great time letting them know who's in charge.
Exactly.
But look now, Rhea Ripley's the champ, though.
She is, and she's such a formidable opponent. And we had a great match over in Perth at Elimination Chamber, and we went toe to toe. And, I think it was maybe the jet lag. I'm not sure. I'm not going to say anything, but she was definitely a difficult opponent. I had a great time in the ring with her. But I'm still coming for that gold because I've been working my butt off. I know I deserve it. And I definitely think I should be at the top of that women's division.
It's interesting. Rhea Ripley's the champ, right? No doubt about it. The match I want to see, even though she's not the champion. I want to see you and Bianca Belair. That's the matchup. I mean, Rhea Ripley, obviously, that's the matchup.
Yes. I have goosebumps on my neck when you said that. Bianca and I have never had a chance to go one-on-one, and she is such a strong, amazing woman. And watching her career and her title reigns, it's been amazing. But I don't think she's ever faced anybody like Nia Jax. Somebody who is, I'm 6 feet tall and I'm a big girl. I'm just as strong, if not stronger. It would be difficult for her to stand up against somebody like me. And I think it would be a very amazing challenge for her. And I believe the crowd would love to see that kind of challenge for her. But they'd be disappointed because I would, squash her. But I would love to get in the ring with Bianca Belair. She's incredible.
I like the third person, by the way, Nia. I like that. Yeah, you're right. She's never seen a person like Nia Jax. And you're right. I mean, she hasn't, but that's like the next thing I think WWE fans want to see. But I know you've kind of got your priorities, right? I know the next thing is, as you've talked about, is Rhea Ripley, and you're still fighting or feuding with the man Becky Lynch, because the man is the man, no doubt about it. But the champ is Rhea Ripley, so you've got a couple of angles here that you're working on.
It's and that's what I love about our division. There's so many women there. There's so much talent and diversity. And it's cool. Like once I'm on one path, somebody else steps up to the plate, and then I have to sit there and handle that. The man, her, and I have been dancing and entangled for the last 5 years. I don't think we're ever not going to be dancing in the ring. She's one of the best that's ever done it, and it's great to get in there with her, but she's had her time. She's had her main event. She's had her titles. I think she needs to just step aside and let somebody else have a little bit of the shine. And I think, Monday, if I wasn't interrupted, the man would have been squashed again.
Yeah, it certainly looked that way. Nia Jax joining us here on the program. Monday Night Raw is coming to Raleigh on Monday, March the 18th. So you want to be there. Of course, you can also watch Nia each and every Monday on Raw. That's 8 p.m. 7 Central Time. Nia, can you speak to you were doing this consecutively? If you go back to 2014 when you started, and it's all in the family for you, and I'll talk a little bit more about that. You had been in WWE on the main roster, shall we say, since 16. Then you took some time away in 2021. What led to that decision?
Well, I just think, at that point, I was having a rough time of trying to balance things within myself. And if anybody knows anything about WWE, there's no off season. We go 300 days a year, and we have a live show every week, if not two live shows every week, if you're on both. And then you got live events. And so it's very nonstop, go, 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 go. And I think I just needed some time to reset myself and refocus. And it was probably the best thing that's ever happened to me. And I say that to anybody who's ever asked me that question. It's one of the best things that's ever happened to me, to be able to sit back and really focus on my relationship with God and get back to who I am, and then coming back with like an even stronger outlook and perspective.
No doubt. Did you watch while you were away?
Oh, always. I mean, you can't do this job without being a fan. Either you're a fan before, you're a fan regardless. And so, fan for life. And obviously, watched all the time. Some of my best friends were still here, and they still are. And I was in their weddings, and then they were performing. And of course, I wanted to support them. So obviously, I nonstop watched and saw how amazing the girls were. And I thought, dang, I still had the itch. I'm like, I still need to get back in there and show them that Nia Jax has still got it, and that she's definitely a tough character to break down.
No doubt about it. The one and only Nia Jax, WWE superstar, joining us here on the program for a couple of more moments. Now, my understanding, you played college basketball?
Yes, I did. I did. I played in junior college, actually. I played junior college basketball, and I actually had a scholarship out of high school, but I ended up modeling in New York City. And then so when I did a little bit of modeling, I'm like, I kind of miss the athleticism of like getting out there and having fun. And so I went back to junior college, and I played, and I actually got a scholarship out of there to play. But then I had I thought maybe I should just go get my business degree and give my body a little bit of a break.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know who else? I don't know. I'm sure that because the athleticism within wrestling is so great, which allowed for you to play basketball and now be in WWE. Raquel Rodriguez played college basketball also. She won a couple of championships while she was
Yep.
playing college basketball.
She's a stud athlete. I can't wait till I get back in the ring with her, because, we went toe to toe, two big juggernauts going at it. And she is quite the athlete and extremely strong. So love getting in the ring with her.
So you're part of, I want to make sure I pronounce it correctly, Anoa'i
Yes.
family of wrestlers. Thank you, because see, I messed it up with Jay last week. I messed
I'm
it.
sure
I
he
thought I
corrected
had
you.
it right. Yes, but I had to do it phonetically, and so I did it phonetically this time, and I've got it right. So what does that like? That is and I guess because I'm a wrestling fan from back at Jimmy Superfly Snooker's part of this stuff. I'm a wrestling person from back in the day also. What does it mean to be part of this family?
You know, it's an honor. It's an honor to be part of the legacy. You know, my dad's first cousin is High Chief Peter Maivia, which is Dwayne's grandfather. And you know, the fact that he didn't even get to see his legacy out because his legacy is so incredible now. I mean, look what he passed on, and so being a part of that is such an honor. But I actually love the fact that I can create my own legacy within this legacy. I want to, you know, I love the fact that Nia Jax gets to stand on her own and do her thing and create her own kind of name in this business and hopefully honor my family in doing so.
And then you did I watched Raw Monday. I did watch, but I guess I wasn't may not have been paying enough attention. You did Rikishi's move in on Monday, right?
Yes, of course you got to do the stink face. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, I hit the stink face on Becky. You know, she might not have liked it, but it's what we do. It's a family trait. We have to use it.
And he tweeted about that,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool. So now, were you in Australia recently? And is that's where you were born? Did you grow up there also?
No, so my parents actually met in Sydney. So my older brother and I were born in Sydney, Australia. And it's a funny story that not a lot of people know about, but Dwayne's grandmother was starting her own federation in Hawaii. And so when we were like, when I was around 1 or almost 2, she asked our family to help out. So we ended up moving to Hawaii when I was around 2 years old and trying to help out with the wrestling business. And by then it wasn't really working out, but so I moved quickly from Australia to the States. And but I say I was raised in Carlsbad just because that's where I remember most of my youth. But yeah, I was born in Sydney, Australia. So not a lot of people know that. When we went back to Australia, they're like, should we announce that you were born in Sydney? And I'm like, I don't know. I think it'd be weird that the Australian fans would be torn between Rhea Ripley in Australian and then Nia Jax in Australian. They don't know.
Yeah. Last thought. So it's the family business. Is it something you wanted to definitely do? Did you have dreams and such of doing other things? It's just what you were born to do.
You know what's funny? I wasn't like, you know, I always watched it. We always watched Dwayne growing up and having fun wrestling each other in the room, me and my brothers. And when I decided to do it, I had watched Dwayne come back at WrestleMania 28, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll try. I never dreamed of thinking like, oh, I'm gonna go do this because all the girls were, they were gorgeous supermodels, and I wasn't like the typical body type. But the second I got in the ring and I had my first tryout and took my first bump and had my first like rope burn on my back, I was like, I was born to do this. Like, this is what I was born to do. So I think it's in our blood. You know, everybody, we all try to take these different pathways, but most of us eventually come right back to where our roots start, and that's in wrestling.
No doubt about it. Nia Jax joining us here on the program again. She's going to be right here in Raleigh Monday, March 18th, and you can catch her on Mondays, each Monday on Raw USA, 8, and then 7 Central Time. Nia, we appreciate the time. We look forward to seeing you in Raleigh.
Thank you so much. I can't wait. I always like Raleigh. Raleigh's a beautiful place, so I can't wait to be there.